Letitia Pate was born in 1872 in the village of Thaxton, Virginia, in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. And her father was a farmer and a dry goods merchant. They were of very modest means. They were a very close-knit family that prized education. And in 1894, she married a man named Joseph Whitehead, who was from Oxford, Mississippi. They settled in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where he was an up-and-coming attorney. But the truth is he was a dreamer, and he was working on the side on a plan to bottle what was then a very popular soda fountain drink called Coca-Cola. Joseph Whitehead was a great baseball fan, and legend has it he came up with the idea to bottle Coca-Cola while thirsting for a cold drink at the ball field. He and a business partner approached Asa Candler, the president of the Coca-Cola Company, with the idea. Candler thought it was so foolhardy that he sold them the exclusive bottling rights to nearly the entire United States for $1. Joseph Whitehead quickly got to work setting up a bottling business in his half of the country, but just as the business was taking off, he died of pneumonia, leaving Lettie Pate a widow at age 34 with 2 young children. And she did something completely unheard of. She actually picked up the reins of this business and she ran with it. This was 1906. No one would have expected her to lead, but under her guidance, the bottling company flourished. By 1909, there were 400 bottling plants across the country. In 1934, Lettie Pate Whitehead was named to the Coca-Cola Board of Directors, which makes her one of the first women in American history to serve on a major corporate board. Coca-Cola was becoming a global household name, and its success created a fortune that the Whitehead family would devote to charity. Mrs. Whitehead was known for her generosity of spirit, and she supported many causes, including education, the arts, healthcare, and religion. Sadly, she would experience more loss in her life, as both of her sons died young. But her example inspired a legacy that would live on through philanthropy. It was her younger son, Conkey, who established the Lettie Pate Whitehead Foundation in honor of his mother upon his death in 1940. The foundation's primary purpose is to provide educational opportunity to women with financial need. The scholarship program today supports more than 12,000 women at 200 schools across the South, many of them students who would not otherwise be able to afford a college degree.
My name is Trinity Hutchins. I love business, I love art, and I love helping people. I was raised by a single mother, and she has 2 kids. We just didn't have a lot of money, and oftentimes my mom would go without dinner so that me and my brother could eat. When I was growing up, my mom was also going through school because she had me at 19. Just seeing her go through her college years, it impacted me in such a way that I understand how meaningful a college degree is. I saw that it changed us being able to live in an apartment to being able to rent a house, and us being able to stop worrying so much about where our next meal was coming from. And I decided that Barry was where I needed to be. And I was just so beside myself thinking, how am I going to afford this place? There's no way I can afford this place. I remember when I got the call. It was from a scholar who graduated this past May. She said, I just wanted to let you know that you've been selected as a Lettie Pate Whitehead Scholar for Barry College. I'll never forget that moment because it was so important, and I'm so thankful for it. So when I walk across that stage and I look out into the crowd and see my mom, I can't even fathom how proud she'll be of me. I know I'll be accomplishing something that's really worthwhile.
Trinity is just emblematic in so many ways of the kinds of students we support all across the South who are overcoming significant obstacles, who are passionate about their pursuits, and who really want to contribute in meaningful ways to their communities.
Mrs. Whitehead would be amazed to know her legacy is helping to create opportunity for so many thousands of women. These are all lives that she was able to touch.
If I met Lettie Pate Whitehead today, I would talk about just how much she has impacted me. Being raised by a single mother, I came to understand what a strong woman looked like. A woman that is selfless, does for others just as Miss Whitehead did. She was very strong, and I really respect that about her.
These are women who are training to become future scientists, teachers, writers, artists, doctors, nurses, and businesswomen. So many dreams have now become possible, all because of one dream and one woman who believed she could make a difference.